Hey, what is going on, guys? Pineapple Sway here. Today we're going to be talking about the cut vehicle system from Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. But before we get started, I just wanted to shout out all the channel members. I don't have a graphic today, but shout out to Javerd, Clint Fortune, Stretch, Reed Fletcher, Stixie, Unknown Name, Dog Cruel, Lance Fox 23, and Tammy for being channel members. You guys are showing some tremendous support for the channel. And if you want to become a channel member, you can click the link down in the description. And I promise next video I will have a graphic up. But let's talk about what I mentioned, and that is the cut vehicle system from Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Now, not much is known about this vehicle system other than the fact that it's what led to the game's first big delay back in May of 2023, when the game was set to come out in May of 2023, May 26th to be exact. The game got the huge delay, and a lot of it was because Sefton wanted a vehicle system literally last minute. This was something that I wanted to include in my developer history video, but I just forgot about it. I don't really know what happened. Just last second stuff, just trying to add stuff. So now I'm talking about it, today for this video and just making a separate video. And I've even thought of the potential of there's just so much stuff that has happened during the development of the game, and I might even make a part two to the developer history video. I really don't know, but you guys will soon see some images on the screen. You guys also saw the images from the thumbnail of the vehicles. Now, like what I said, not much is really known about this vehicle system, but I do have some details to point to exactly what it was going to be like. The question is, though, why was it cut? Well, because it just didn't really make sense. All of the characters in the game had their base traversal, and adding another traversal just didn't really seem like it was the right thing to do for Rocksteady at the time. And they were also on a time crunch trying to get this game to launch. So they thought last minute, let's just cut it. But Sefton insisted that they needed the vehicle system. As you can see right here, here's a good image of what the vehicle system was going to look like. Or not necessarily the system, but just some concept art of the vehicles. We have a Gizmo basic vehicle and then a Harley themed vehicle. Now, let's talk about it. Oddly enough, you can even find hints to the vehicle system if you go to the Hall of Justice and go into the basement. That was originally meant to be Gizmo's garage, where he would allow you the ability to customize these vehicles, sort of like Saints Row in a way, just being able to customize your vehicles and put weapons on vehicles and just sort of create total destruction. And even the roads in Metropolis, the city is built for vehicles. And you can even see vehicles around the map giving us, a subtle hint to what these vehicles would have looked like. But what would have been the biggest problem for this vehicle system, mind you, is that most likely, now I can't confirm or deny this, but it seems like if the vehicle system did make it into the game, it would have been another source of microtransactions for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, with it being a live service, which would have caused a lot more problems because you'd have to pay for vehicle cosmetics, and I don't think anyone would have been willing to do that. Now, from what I've heard, like in the rumor mill, it seems like the vehicles would have costed anywhere between $2 to $5 for a vehicle skin, which is why you saw like concept art of like the Harley vehicle and then the basic Gizmo vehicle. But like what I said, I think it just would have caused a lot more issues than good because people don't want to spend money on stuff like that. As people complained about, the cost of skins and outfits in Suicide Squad already being too high, ranging from $10 to $20. Now, this would have been a nice system to have, but I kind of understand why it got cut, why it didn't make it. I don't really think vehicles fit into the squad per se, but also too with the game sort of having that feel of like Saints Row, like Sunset Overdrive, and just being a total destruction and havoc at all times. It would have been a nice touch, and I think it would have helped the gameplay staleness that it can have it sometimes. With that, what I mean is, sometimes it feels like the characters just kind of have the same feel, and I think adding vehicles would have helped that balance it out a little bit to add more gameplay features and gameplay mechanics that would have been nice to have for the final product. Now, this system wasn't cut entirely from the game. It actually made it into the game, as Gizmo still has vehicle missions that you play from time to time. I think there's a total of 3 to 4, and they were set to make a return in the season play for Suicide Squad, but obviously, with everything that was going on at the time, they just didn't have time to add it in. A lot of people did like those missions. I remember that for sure, as they were the best way to level up when the game first launched. And then they ended up patching it and nerfing it, so you barely get any XP from those missions now. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League would have benefited from this vehicle system? Or do you think it would have just done nothing for the game? I'm leaning towards I don't think it really would have helped, knowing also too that we would have to pay for vehicle cosmetics, and since people are already stingy about stuff like that, which I totally understand and agree with, it just would have caused more problems for Rocksteady and WB. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think this is really cool. I wish I included it in my developer history video, and like what I said, I might even make a second part to it, just because there's still a lot of stuff that I wasn't able to cover in the hour and 30 minutes. I was just throwing stuff that, just to give context on certain things, and then looking, on my notes and all the research I've done, I was like, man, I missed a lot of stuff. Not necessarily important stuff. I think I got all the important stuff out of the way, but just little stuff like this, like a vehicle system, and then things that didn't make the final cut. Um, but yeah, anyways though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little different because I'm playing some Arkham Asylum today. Just been testing some new stuff with the new setup, but also too, if you make it to this far in the video, I plan on streaming the entire Arkham series like what I posted on my community post. I'm going to start from Origins to Asylum to City tonight. I'm not sure what day I'm going to do it, but I plan to start sometime next week. So yeah, that's something you look forward to. Just drop Batman in the comment sections or just say Arkham Origins, and I'll know that, hey, you made it to the end of the video and you'll be interested in the YouTube live stream. It's because, like what I said, with this new setup, I'm able to do a lot more stuff in terms of creativity, and I look forward to bringing you guys a lot more fun and engaging content for the channel, like with live streams and whatnot and other cool things. Don't want to give it all away yet, but yeah, anyways though, let me know what you guys think about this vehicle system, and let me know what you guys think about me doing live streams on YouTube for the future of the channel and streaming the Arkham series. I know I'm just kind of throwing a lot of stuff, but yeah, anyways though, it's Spinal Sway. Have a great day or a great night. Peace out.